Let's get ready, say, go. Let's go. Let's go. Rainbows in the sky, let's fly away like a bird. You're free to see the boundless face of the earth. Let the wind blow you like a knife and glide away. Far beyond the clouds, you'll find another place. If the road ahead seems so cold and gray, turns today. Don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Don't be afraid. You got the power to get through the darkest nights. Chala. Zooming round and round in the sky like a coaster. Hold on tight, or you may find yourself trapped in a maze. When that happens, you may think you will never find your way. As the past, you may take seem all the same. If the road ahead should leave you so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to do the darkest night. Hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. For me it is a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to get you through the darkest nights. Chala. That's a
ELW proudly presents Monday Night KliqBait Wrestling. What is going on, peoples? This be your boy Smith, as always, joined by my North American thick boy tag team partner, Matitude 22. What's going on, bro?
Just chilling, getting ready for Monday Night Raw.
Indeed, we got some Raw coming up. And yeah, talk about WrestleMania about a week away now from WrestleMania.
Uh, yeah, a little over a week, I think.
So we'll have that to talk about. Plus, CM Punk is supposed to be making his return tonight on Raw because they're live in Chicago.
I know it's not gonna happen, but like, how cool would it be, like, if I could just have like a fanboy moment for a second, like how cool would it be if like Punk's just in the ring and Drew McIntyre comes out and starts talking some hot shit, and then Punk's just like, he's like, like, I came here not just to kind of be here for the hometown crowd, but to like deliver an announcement, and then he just kind of like rips that thing off his arm, and he's like, "Oh, like by the way, like I'm cleared." That would be pretty badass. I'd pop for that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty badass, to be honest. That would be pretty badass.
Yeah. So I just want to point something out. I read this earlier. Apparently, apparently they sold so many tickets to Raw that they had to do like a smaller stage setup because they sold so many tickets that it could not it couldn't facilitate having the larger stage, so they had to do a smaller stage setup. This is the most tickets sold to a Monday Night Raw in the past 6 years. So anybody anybody that tells me CM Punk is not or wasn't a draw in any capacity, reassess your life choices.
Mm. Hey,
Like you can't tell me that man is not a draw.
I mean, he is endorsed, so
Mm-hmm.
what can I tell you, man? He is endorsed, so and he's coming out to say some words. We'll find out what he's got to say here in a minute. Oh yeah, and big ups to everybody who's joining us here tonight in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming to hang out, watch some Raw, talk some wrestling.
Man, again, I don't know. I guess I have to just stop being surprised. Like maybe this is just the new standard for Raw. But again, it's like we're starting the show off again with a promo. Why?
But let's see what Cody's got to say here. I mean, listen, he made himself a valuable player. That's what he did. Like I said way back when.
Mm-hmm.
Like it says, from undesirable to undeniable. All he had to do was dye his hair blonde. Well, plus they knew like CM Punk's coming back. They like, yeah, we got to get more asses and seats up in this bitch.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like CM Punk doesn't even need to be wrestling. Like he doesn't even need to have a match. He doesn't even need to be wrestling. All he has to do is be announced for the show, and like I said, highest selling Raw in 6 years. Like as much as people love to dislike CM Punk, or as much as people love to shit on CM Punk, like you can't deny that he's a draw. Like you can't deny that people want to tune in, see him, or people want to buy tickets to see him.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why, like again, to this day, I can't believe. Still to this day, I can't believe AEW let him slip through their fingers.
I mean, listen, young Bucks had more pull, I guess, and they I guess threatened. I don't know.
Did you hear the did you hear the latest on like the Jack Perry situation?
What's that?
Did you hear like the latest on like the Jack Perry thing? Like supposedly like supposedly like he was in talks to come back, like like around like Survivor Series. Like I guess him and Tony Khan were like discussing plans to bring him back after CM Punk like returned at Survivor Series. Like Tony Khan, like AEW, like stopped contacting Perry. Like, apparently, like they're just refusing to book him now, or they're just refusing to work with him now.
Real quick in the chat, if you can let me know, are y'all getting any buffer issues on the stream? I just want to check because YouTube sent me a warning, so I just wanted to make sure shit is good. Doing some things here behind the scenes, so if it seems like it's buffering or slowing down, let me know if you don't mind. Appreciate it. You were saying, Matt?
So yeah, so apparently, Tony Khan has a personal issue with Jack Perry. Like apparently, Tony Khan feels like Jack Perry cost him CM Punk, so now Tony Khan doesn't want to do business with Jack Perry anymore.
Is that why he running around New Japan with the scapegoat on his arm?
Yeah, exactly. Like apparently the feeling is that they just told him go do something else because we're not gonna do nothing with you here. Because apparently Tony Khan personally blames Jack Perry for costing him CM Punk. And apparently it all came to a head when CM Punk made his return to WWE. I guess I don't know, like maybe Tony Khan was hoping that he could get Punk back at some point, or maybe he was hoping that like fences could be mended. But I guess once he showed up at Survivor Series, it was like, okay, well, I guess that dream is out the window. So I guess now they're at a standstill with Jack Perry, where they're just not they just don't want to do anything with him. Like they won't release him, but they won't use him either.
Hear you. Okay, yeah, I know. I mean, cause yeah, I mean, but hey, he kind of did it to himself, man. He let his ego and having being friends with the Bucks thinking that he was like expendable, like inexpendable.
Uh-huh.
So
Exactly.
turned out you ain't worth more than CM Punk, and a lot of people said that. We said that.
Yeah.
We said that shit. Like, you not CM Punk. Yeah, like I said, no disrespect to the late Luke Perry, but that's Luke Perry. You not Luke Perry. And Luke Perry wasn't a wrestler, and his name don't carry enough weight that it should get you over more, especially seeing as how you came in under the name of Jungle Boy.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like he thinks being Jack Perry's son makes him a bigger star, but it really doesn't. Yeah, that's right. What did I say?
Jack Perry.
It's Jack Perry.
Jack Perry's Jungle Boy. Luke Perry's his father.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, like it's almost like he thinks being like Luke Perry's son, like it makes him like a bigger star than it actually does. But I just yeah, like exactly like you said, that doesn't carry any weight for you in the wrestling business itself, you know?
No. Like I said, you can sit there and go, oh yeah, your dad was a great actor and he was a fan of wrestling and all that. But that only goes so far since your father wasn't a wrestler. He was an actor. And like it only carried so much weight.
Yeah.
It only carried so much weight. Like, yeah, it kind of got your foot in the door. It's a nice thing to kind of bring up, but it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of shit compared to like, CM Punk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like he picked Tony realized he picked the wrong horse, and he got mad, so he took it out on the guy that he picked. And that's the way it is now.
Absolutely. Yep, 100%. 100%.
And Jack Perry can't be mad about it. Tony Khan can't be mad about it. They just gotta eat it. They just gotta sit there and eat it. Now, if Jack Perry wanna come get out his contract, whatever, and go to New Japan full time, that's what it is. They allowing him to go other places to earn a living and get a paycheck. But they just like, hey, right now I don't want you on my TV. Don't want you on my TV. Even though not that long ago I was sitting here calling you a pillar. A pillar. Oh, The Rock here.
A great one.
The final
Quote
boss.
unquote final boss.
I like the we get the remix.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
And it goes straight into Hollywood Rock. I love Hollywood Rock is best rock. Best rock entrance, best gimmick, everything. Hollywood Rock number
Agreed.
one. Number one.
Agreed.
And now we get the final boss version.
This is a chat. This is a chat for for everybody. This is a question for the chat too. Y'all think The Rock? Like I know that he does. Do you think there's a scenario in which it would make sense for Rock to get one more title run? Like this version. Like I'm talking this version of The Rock. Or do you think think that time is finished, or do you think like this version of The Rock?
Nah.
Like if you would commit to it, you know? You don't want to see it?
No, I don't think it would work. I don't think you need it though. Like it's not he's so over he doesn't need a belt. And then on top of that, because he's so over, now you gotta find somebody to beat him. And like I said, it's like right now they're already positioning him as the final boss. So he take an L here. It's like, you beat the final boss. Unless you do like a one-on-one, but it's like he shouldn't be beating anybody because it doesn't do him any favors. Doesn't do WWE any favors. I mean, unless he came in as a babyface, I would say yeah. But he ain't coming in as a babyface, so there's no need to put the belt on him. You've already had a dude who now held the belt for like 3 fucking years. And you just gonna put it on The Rock? What hope is there for anyone then?
Like okay, like I'm not suggesting like right now, but maybe maybe at SummerSlam, you know, The Rock could take the title off of Cody at SummerSlam. And then, you know, hang on to it till maybe hang on to it and maybe drop it to somebody at Survivor Series or at Mania. I don't know, depending on how committed he would be. With The Rock, it's always a question of how involved is he, because you know he constantly says he's back and he's home, but then his appearances could be like very sporadic. Like he could leave after WrestleMania, he could leave and then we could not see him for another 5 years. But the fact that he's like head of the board for TKO makes me think that maybe we'll see him a little more frequently, you know?
It's possible.
Do you think? Because now it seems more like he's directly working with WWE, so I think there's a chance we might see him a little more.
Well, I mean,
Like
he's
The
definitely
Rock's
trying to get
obviously
he's trying to get his endeavors, his business endeavors off the ground because you know he's got the UXF or the UXL, that alternate, you know, spring football shit going on, plus the TKO. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to get that foot, and then it's like, hey, I don't know, hey, if he wants to do more wrestling, he can, cause you know, I don't, unless he got movies lined up somewhere, who knows. But I mean, hey, it's cool to have The Rock back. I just don't think the first thing you don't need to do is put the belt on him. It's not something you need to really do.
No, no. For the most part, I would agree. I think the Rock. I think the Rock fills like a void of where he's probably the last legend that can actually still go. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because he's in good Hollywood shape. That's why.
Yeah, like he's that last like old school guy. His body is not being held together by duct tape, and he can actually still go, like he can actually still perform.
Well, it's
He's
not.
like
I mean, Rock,
the last
Rock,
of a
Rock did get
generation.
out. He did get out early. I mean, let's not forget the timeline of Rock's tenure in WWE is not that long. Not that long.
Yeah, you're right.
From
It's really
from
not as
from
long as
from
people
Rocky
think.
Maivia to The Rock is maybe like half a decade. Like half a decade. From Rocky Maivia till we get to The Rock. And I'm not even talking about when we left and went Hollywood Rock. I'm talking the last Rock. I'm talking before the Scorpion King.
Yeah.
That tenure wasn't that long.
No, because like you said, he got out. He got out. He got out early. Like once he got that first big movie role, it's like he had like one foot out the door. It's like, like you said, he got out early.
Yeah, 96 to 90 to oh 02. Yeah, that's not a long time.
Yeah. Like I think his career feels like it's been longer than it actually has, because like people think that it's more than it actually was, but because a lot of it, like, yeah, like he just wasn't there, like he was
Like
gone
he
for a
he,
lot of
he
it.
had his moments. Like I said, he rose the ranks. He went from lower mid card to mid card to upper mid card to main event. Like yeah, he climbed the ranks. But like I said, a lot of that, like I said, people make it seem like he was around forever. It's like nah, man, good, maybe a good 7 years. And like I said,
Yeah,
half of that was in the mid card, and then the other half was in the main event.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there was a good portion when we were just in the nation. You know what I'm saying?
hmm I think it's also he accomplished a lot in his tenure. Like he accomplished a lot, but he accomplished a lot in like a short amount of time.
Also, not just that, it's the Attitude Era where almost everyone was a bona fide star, especially
Yeah,
mainstream wise. It wasn't because we all know it wasn't just The Rock that was mainstream at that time. Stone Cold, China, Mankind, Jericho, like they Triple H, they Undertaker, they were all mainstream names where you would see them on Jay Leno or shows like that, or Regis and Kathy Lee. They were mainstream names. On top of the roster back then being that deep and everybody had something going on down to the jobbers, where it was like yeah, it was just like that lightning in a bottle situation. It's like it's a perfect opportunity, and Rock, yeah, Rock rose to the top of that. But it's like he
yeah,
was he came around at a really good time. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He came around at a really good time where everybody was hot. Like I said, Rock was the only. Remember, there was that one time where what they do, they put everybody that was top stars on the cover of TV Guide. Had China on TV Guide, had Stone Cold on TV Guide, had fucking Rock and fucking Mankind on TV Guide. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? That's mainstream. You mainstream. You on the cover of TV Guide. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the old days when all they talked about, the only wrestler that ever got covered on a magazine was Hulk Hogan. That day is done. That shit had variety now. We had like I said, everyone was hot. Everyone was like basically mainstream in the Attitude Era. To the point where it carries over to today, where there's more than just one popular wrestler. You know, there's a plethora. You got your Cody Rhodes, you got your Seth Rollins, you got your Roman Reigns, you have your Finn Balor's or whoever the fuck. Where back in the 80s, you had Hogan. That was it. Hogan was the only person showing up on Leno or Letterman and doing the appearances like that. Once in a while, you might get a Brett or a Savage or stuff like that, but for the most part, it was Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan got the covers of magazines. Like I said, it wasn't until the Attitude Era came around that everybody was like, yeah, everybody was up and popping. So like I said, Rock came in at a good time, showed that he was cream of the crop, and rose to the top. You know what I'm saying? He had charisma, had the look, got the Samoan, he got the pedigree. And how funny is it though? It's like WWE for like over decades have like used Samoans, and you're almost to a point where a Samoan is running your company now.
Yeah.
Like, let that sink in, really. Like, how many Samoans, how many Anawahis have been employed by Vince?
Yeah, it's kind of wild if you think about it.
Yeah, and Vince is now out of the company, and a person descended of High Chief Peter Maivia and his wife that were running they shit up back in the day while he was pillaging all their talent, and now The Rock is over here basically kind of a part owner of the company.
Yeah.
It's almost like a motherfucker did that shit on purpose. But I'm just speculating. Don't listen to me. I'm just saying things. It's almost like a motherfucker did that shit on purpose.
It's funny too, cause like The Rock and Triple H were like legendary like rivals for years, and it's like now, it's like everybody knew kind of Triple H was gonna take over one day, and Triple H would be the boss one day, but now The Rock is somehow by circumstances, The Rock is now somehow Triple H's boss. Like, who could have kind of called that, you know?
It's crazy. Hey, man. That's why they always say nothing's ever written in stone. Nothing's ever written in stone.
Yeah.
I mean, you could... Oh, wait a minute. The Rock. What did you say to Cody Rock? Oh, did you see, I don't know if you was on Twitter, but there was a clip going around of Rhea Ripley giving Nia Jax a stink face.
Yeah, I did.
And then there was another clip of her and Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler was kind of volunteering to just get a stink face because she wanted them cheeks up in her face.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say I blame her.
You know, she took an opportunity. She knew the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
We got JD McDonough going up against Ricochet again.
It wouldn't be I guess it wouldn't be Monday Night Raw without like 4 or 5 rematches.
Yeah, this is like the third week in a row that JD McDonough and Ricochet have tangled in some type of affair.
Yep.
And like the only reason this is a problem for me because it doesn't go anywhere. Like I would be
Nope.
more accepting of a match like this type if it's a weekly thing. If by the end of whatever you do, one of these persons comes out the better of it, meaning like, oh, I move on to something more. I move on to maybe a title match or the opportunity to get a title match or something. Instead of me just fighting you to fight you and nothing comes about it other than like when they're done with me, I fade away again into the catering.
I sort of I sort of think because Raw has that extra hour, I almost think that Raw would benefit from having like a secondary mid card title.
It doesn't even need a second mid card title. It just it could well one year you could have probably brought back like the cruiserweights or some kind of a hybrid of it
Yeah.
without having to designate it to a weight class per se, but just kind of imply the only people competing for it are of the smaller variety. You know what I'm saying?
Like call it like the zero gravity title or something.
It doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't even have to be that. Something just be like like
I mean, they could just
I
they could
mean,
just make a TV title.
I was just about to say that.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I would say like a TV title, or hell, I mean, you wanted to bring back the European.
Hmm.
I mean, or even hell, just bring back the cruiserweight. There was nothing wrong with the cruiserweight title. I know you sent it to.
No,
I know they sent it to NXT and turned it into the North American, but
it's like like okay, like see like this match right now, like Ricochet and JD McDonough, like these are two guys where like they could be in the cruiserweight division because they are in essence cruiserweights. Like
or
I
if you
don't
don't
know
want to
if
call them cruiserweights no more, call them light heavyweights, whatever. Call them juniors.
yeah,
I
whatever.
like all of you like or go call them junior heavyweights the same way they do in New Japan. You can have just a WWE junior heavyweight champion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that'd be the name of
Yeah.
it, the WWE junior heavyweight title. That way, it doesn't sound like a cruiserweight. It doesn't sound like a lightweight because you're still calling them heavyweights, but you're just saying junior. So junior just means a little bit smaller than the senior. So WWE
Yeah,
Junior Heavyweight Championship.
yeah, like it kind of tells you that okay, it's not this isn't a, this division, it's not necessarily relegated to primarily high flyers, but you're not gonna see like Gunther going for the light heavyweight title, but
Yeah,
like
you're
it's
not
not
gonna see
necessarily just
you're
gonna
not gonna
be like
see
high
Sheamus
flyers.
or Drew McIntyre, but a Pete Dunne or Tyler Bate. You know what I'm saying? Or even someone like a
Yeah,
Xavier Woods, but I wouldn't say Big E, or even a Kofi Kingston,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
but a junior heavyweight title.
that's just they got that extra hour, and I feel like there's a lot of guys that are just like this match, like you said, with Ricochet and JD McDonough. It's like
And
it's
here,
fine, but like
and here's
where's
how
this
you solve
feud
the
going?
issue. You make it look like the WWE title. I don't know, maybe change the strap color to like maybe like a burgundy or a maroon, something dark color, no white, no purple. Hell, even if you wanted to make it like blue or something or whatever, but just make it slightly smaller than the actual WWE championship that you currently have. That way it represents it's a junior. Same way they did with the IWGP. Is where they made it smaller. Hell, don't make it gold, make it platinum or something, but distinguish it that it's the WWE title, but it's for the junior heavyweights. So it's not gold, it's platinum.
Yeah,
Held it side by side with the universal title that Roman has is slightly smaller to represent
yeah,
it is a
I'd be good with that.
junior heavyweight title and put that on the bottom. Junior heavyweight title championship. Don't gotta give it a funky name. It ain't gotta be this. It ain't gotta be that. Since they all about branding, just make the junior heavyweight championship. The WWE Junior Heavyweight Championship. And call it a day.
I'd be okay with that.
It'd be fine. And you can sell a bunch of replica belts. Like I said, just make it slightly smaller. In fact, I'll even give you one better, and I think nobody would have a complaint about it. The size of how you would make it. Remember the size of the previous United States title?
Yeah,
Make it that. That's actual, like take that actual belt and just make it WWE logo and all that with the side plates in that size, and it's the junior WWE Junior Heavyweight Championship. Michael Hayes, if you listening, come on, just just run that shit up the chain. Run it up the chain. I'm telling you, man, you can't lose. You're gonna be able to, like I said, it's easy mass production. You'll be able to use replicas. Like I said, you're just downsizing it like maybe 2 times the size of the regular title right now. Shrink it down like 1 or 2 inches in. Like the belt should be as big as the outer rim. Like you should be able to put the middle plate within the middle of the plate of the WWE title. That's how big it should be. Listen, I'm out here giving them away for free, ladies and gentlemen. Giving these ideas away for free. I don't know what else I can do. You know, Matt?
I'm right there with you. I say they do it.
Like, just give me like an hour with my man Papa Paul, son. Let me holler at you. Let me get it. Let me get up in that ear, son. I'm telling you, I'm like your boss, man. I'm about to bless you with the ideas to have it all and popping. You gonna get the sports and the entertaining, son. You gonna get the sports and the entertaining. Like I said, we need to start making some of these matches mean something. We can still do all the goofiness, just but make wins and losses mean something. Make every wrestler's mission statement to be a champion up in this bitch, and stop having cats just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop having that. Like, make that shit a mission statement for every wrestler on your roster, man or woman. That when they sit there and shoot promos, yeah, they can have their gimmicks, they can do their little thing, but if at the end of that promo that they not trying to sell a mission statement of I'm trying to get a title up in this piece, then I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody and their mama should be always talking about, yo, I'm trying to get that next wing so I can get a title up in here. I'm trying to get like JD McDonough should be like, yo, I'm trying to beat Ricochet so I can get a shot at Gunther for the IC title. I'm trying to be the next United States
That's-
champion. You know what I'm saying? It should always be that mission statement in your wrestling. Every wrestler should have that same mission statement, no matter what the gimmick is. Like I said, you can have the entertainment in your sports entertainment, but be the mission statement that we're still a wrestling company. And I came to WWE not only to get money, but to be a champion. Whether I'm in the Judgment
yeah.
Day, whether I'm in Alpha Academy, whether I'm in the Quarter Catch Crew, whoever, whether I'm Pretty Deadly, whether I'm the New Day, whether I'm anyone, I should be here to win gold. Period, point blank.
They
If I'm,
should
oh damn, that was a nice poison run off the top.
yeah, just to build on your point, like maybe it's a thing too where maybe they should kind of steal the ranking system idea from AEW. Maybe that's something, because again, at, at least if you have an established ranking system, at least then it kind of makes some of these matches, it kind of gives them a little more importance, because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
well,
Like, focus on the sport
like
part.
if
Make
they,
the sport be the main focus of
yeah,
what WWE is. Like I said, I know it's always been a thing of, this is nothing but a male soap opera. Okay, fine. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to accept that as a viewer. But I'm also saying that why can't the theme of the soap opera be about men who are professional wrestlers? Where this is a sport
yeah,
in this world. In this world, this is a sport. We have rules, we have regulations, we have governing bodies of authority that tell that, hey, if your champion doesn't defend his title in 30 days, he has to vacate the title. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If everyone who walks through this door, no matter the gimmick, if the end of the gimmick is not to be a champion, what are you doing here? I don't care if you're a garbage man. You say, I'm a garbage man, and I'm going to take out the trash in WWE and be a champion. Sound good to me, Dukes the Dumpster Grossi. You know what I'm saying? That's the
yeah,
point. Just emphasize that I'm here to compete for the richest prizes that you say that are in this industry. Instead of just, I'm happy
yeah,
to be here. You know what I'm saying? Katana Chance
exactly.
and Carter. We party girls. We party girls. We love to have a good time. That's it? That's it? You're not here to be a
Mhm.
champion? Then take your ass back to the club then.
That's the biggest with WWE. That's their biggest issue, is that it seems like nobody here is trying to win championships. Like look at like Alpha Academy, like perfect example, like outside of Gable, like it just seems like they're just content. They're just content
Nah,
doing their
it's only
shtick,
no with
and that's it.
WWE when it comes to champions wanting titles. It's only when the storyline or the plot asks to be so now. Like any other time, you're just
Yeah.
here to be in the catering, or you're part of the furniture in the background. But it's like, okay, when I need you to now want to step up and go for gold, then you'll emphasize more on wanting to be a champion. But before that, you were just happy to be here. You were just happy to be
Yep.
here. But no one, like I said,
Exactly.
you need to go back to them NWA days, not the Billy Corgan NWA. I'm talking the old days where wrestlers, when every wrestler, no matter what the territory, the main goal was to beat your opponent, to get to the next level, and possibly become champion, to get a title shot. I want to fight. I want to fight the NWA champion. I want to fight the NWA tag team champions. I want to fight whoever the United States champion, and so on and so forth. It should still be that kind of emphasis of, hey, I'm here, I'm here to have a good time, but the focus is the gold. I want to be here known as the best United States champion. I want to be known as the best Intercontinental champion. We want to be known as the greatest tag team of all time. I want to be known as the greatest
Yeah.
women's champion, and so on and so forth. Every wrestler should always have that mission statement. but no one ever does.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
watch all the promos here, sure, they'll talk about titles because the storyline dictates it. But again, what is JD McDonough and Ricochet over here fighting for? Absolutely nothing. No man here sitting there thinking, hey, this win will get me closer to Gunther. This win will get me closer to Seth. This get me closer to Roman. Nah, we just here because he beat me a couple times already. And even then, the one time that it did matter is a gauntlet match. But all the other times it was just for reasons. And he still beat you. So remind me again while we doing this.
Yeah, like what's JD McDonough? What's JD McDonough's goal? Because it seems like all he wanted to do was become a member at Judgment Day, and now that he's a member at Judgment Day, like he's just, again, it's just a thing of like he's just content being a member of Judgment Day. But it's like he's not trying to win any titles, like he's not trying to get anything done.
Ricochet hit him with a nasty Canadian destroyer, heading up to the high rent, but here comes Dominic. All right, where's Ray? Where's Papa at? Where's Papa Ray? Oh no, ref kick him out. And hits him with a shooting star standing press. Wow.
I don't know if I like that.
It is what it is, but this is like now the third time Ricochet's beating JD McDonough. So it's like, what was the point? What was the point of that? Like, is he gonna now say like, hey man, I beat JD McDonough, I'm done with the Judgment Day. Gunther, I'm coming to get back my Intercontinental title that you beat me for. None of that? Like I said, man, they need to, like I said, triple trips, man. Papa Paul, come talk to me. Talk to Dwight. Talk to Dwight Race. I'll help you get your shit in focus where you will give people the sports and the entertainment. All you gotta do, make the wins matter. Make titles the mission statement of all wrestlers. Not just get over the gimmick, but the fact that they're here to win championships. Make wrestling the most important part of the show, even though you use it to tell stories. And of course, look at them plugging away a Chicago Cubs title, CM Punk.
Are they doing MLB title belts now?
Yep.
Okay.
They got MLB, they got the NFL. I'm pretty sure NBA and NHL will be next down that list at some point.
You know, coincidentally, we're in Chicago tonight, and Chicago is the home of my favorite football team.
The Bears. The Bears.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The Yankees, the New York Yankees title they got is kind of dope. Kind of dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tight. I like it.
I haven't seen those. I haven't seen the baseball titles yet.
I mean, we could probably pull them up. We ain't doing much. Let's hold on. Give me a second. Let your boy do a little magic here. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. We'll look at some of these custom on belts. Because really, I've been thinking about getting another belt, so I've been kind of shopping around a little bit and thinking of like what belt I actually want.
Are you gonna get like one of those belts?
I only looked at it because at first I thought about it, but I didn't like the football ones, especially the Giants. I didn't like the belt the way it looked. But the baseball one, I'll fuck with a Yankee shit. No lie. But I was sitting there trying to like, I was just looking to see what they were, what WWE was asking for them, but they be kind of ridiculous with their prices though. But I know a man in Pakistan that could probably hook it up
Yeah,
for a boy.
not surprised. Yeah.
My homies.
Yeah, for like half the price.
Half the price, if not better quality. Let me pull this up real quick. Pull up the belt. So here we go.
I don't know. I don't know, Gojira. I'm kind of under the mindset that either Priest is gonna cash in and lose, or Priest is gonna cash in on Gunther, or he's gonna cash in for the Intercontinental title. Like that's kind of my mindset, because I don't see a scenario in which Damian Priest is becoming world champion anytime soon, because there's no way Drew loses at WrestleMania. There's no way they're having Drew lose to Seth again. And if Drew wins the title, I don't see him dropping it anytime soon.
Social Security disability benefits.
So that makes me think that either Priest is gonna cash in and he's gonna lose, or he's gonna cash in for the Intercontinental title. Like I could see him, like I could see Sami Zayn beating Gunther at WrestleMania, and then Priest cashes in on Sami. But I don't see the World Heavyweight title Damian Priest's future. But you never know. You never know.
A second. We don't need to see all that Christian songs. Cut some of this fat out. Cut out some of the fats. But yeah, they got like a crazy selection of like belts now. Alright, so they got these ones here. They got the MLB ones. Click that. I don't know. I didn't share it with you, but can't do that right now. But you can probably.
It's okay. I'm watching the show. Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube. Okay, yeah, the Yankees one does look nice.
Yeah, right.
That one looks nice.
So it's just like, yeah, the Mets ones are kind of okay, but yeah, I kind of dig that Yankee shit. But you can see they want $550 for that boy, son. What?
Wow.
$550.
The Mets one looks good too.
Yeah, the Met one is decent as well. And then, like I said, they got all the other teams, different types of designs on them. So it's like it's a little. They're not all just basically a repeat of each belt. So that I like that they at least did all that kind of. They kind of just like, all right, this one looks like this. Yeah, this the one CM Punk had right here.
Oh, the Tigers one. The Tigers one looks really badass.
I think another one that kind of looks good. I like this Chicago White Sox is a nice looking one.
Yeah.
And oh, look at the Blue Jays, son. Toronto.
Yeah. That one looks good. That one looks nice. Yeah, the Blue Jays one looks dope.
Red Sox.
Tampa Bay. Damn, these are almost nicer than the NFL ones.
Yeah, like the NFL ones. I think like they said, some of them are just like each belt. They like swap this one, you get the small one. Oh, here comes Punk. Got the Rockies, got the Twins. Yeah, it's like I was looking at these Yankee ones.
Yeah, I actually like those. I actually like those ones better than the NFL ones.
Get the pinstripe. I mean, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of white, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was to get one of these, I would definitely pick up this Yankee joint right here. I'd pick up this Yankee title.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Yeah. And we got CM Punk. The crowd is hot right now for Punk. But of course they would be in Chicago, you know.
Alright, man, like I said, this could have been your audience. This could have been your audience, AEW, but you picked Jack Perry.
You picked Jungle Boy.
You picked Jungle Boy. This could have been you. This could have been your crowd.
It's like, hey, do we want to keep the Punk or the boy? It's like, keep the boy. Now he's probably sitting there thinking, should have kept the Punk and got rid of the boy. You can get rid of the boy.
I mean, you know, Gojira, that wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing, because at least it would still get Punk on WrestleMania in some capacity. Even though not in a match, but at least it would still get him in the card to some degree. And then it would make the Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins match a little more interesting.
Cause like, look what WWE be asking for their titles, bro. 500, and these are for like the good quality ones.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like 275 for this commemorative. So that these ain't even like any leather or nothing. This is all plastic, bro. They want you to pay $275 for plastic, son. I could pay a dude $275 and get a metal plate belt with real leather.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. I don't know.
I mean, this is actually a decent price, but I don't think that's the good one. I'm trying to, because they make a couple winged eagles where the sidebars are not attached to the main plate, and I unfortunately bought one of those, and it's good, but I don't like it. And I've never been a fan of the dual plate either, the kind of gold and silver. Uh-oh. He is talking about being a referee. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I already have this world title, so don't need that. In fact, that was the first belt I ever bought, Matt, was the world heavyweight title. I do want an Attitude Era belt.
Oh, they got those old school tag team titles.
you know what? As much as I love tag team wrestling, I could never see myself buy a tag team belt for the reason of like it would be lonely because I don't know. Like at least if I knew if I had a friend that had the same belt, and it's like yeah, we both have the same belt, and it's the tag team titles. You know what I'm saying? But I can concede because I just kind of thought about it. If I bought the world and the WWE, I could be undisputed tag team champions.
Ooh, there you go.
See how you fix that logic?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I don't know, maybe one day. One day I'll get a tag team title.
Uh-oh, that's a dangerous thought.
What?
You know, now you're like, oh, if I get both tag team titles at $322 a piece.
Well, I mean, you get one at a time. You don't buy them both at the same time. Now we have to budget here, okay?
All right.
We still got Transformers to
All
buy. Goddamn it! But you know, you get one at a time. You know, you get one at a time.
Absolutely, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I actually, when the titles did get separated, because I was always kind of more keen to the classic tag title. Let me see, did I have that one in here? They gotta have it here too. Yeah, this one. I grew up on this tag title right here. But when they switched the world title over to this version here, it took a little getting used to, but I was like, yeah, it looked nice. And then this one came on SmackDown, and I was like, okay, it's cool, it's blue. So it separated the two. So I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
One was just the World Tag Team, the other one was just the WWE Tag Team.
Yeah, anything is better than the tag team titles they got now, that's for sure.
Yeah, the big pennies still suck.
Yeah.
$300 for a white strap IC title. That's actually not a bad price, to be honest. $300 for that? That's not bad. Ooh, this is a belt I've always kind of had my eye on. The 86 Retro WWE Championship right here. This is always a good belt right here.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And look at that. Look at that. That's a nice, like 4 millimeters. Look at that thickness on the plate. Look at that curve. That's the shit you look for right there, buddy. That's the stuff you look for in the belt.
Mm-hmm.
You got the back end when you don't see none of the bolts. That's that good leather and actually, how much? The offer ends. Oh, I got like 2 hours if you wanted to get this. That's booty. Booty.
You got that. They got that payment plan option.
Oh yeah, they do got the payment plan option.
There you go.
already got you. This is just a temporary sale. Like, look at this, 750, Matt, 750.
Holy shit!
What are
Dang,
we doing here,
that's
though?
a lot for.
Can we wrestle?
That's a lot, man. Yeah, again, we're like over an hour into the show, and
We
we've
already
only
have a
had
match.
the one match,
Yeah.
and the one match we had was a rematch. I like Punk just as much as the next guy, but this is kind of going on a little long.
I like. Drew goes, I'm the chosen one. CM Punk's like, who chose you? Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
That was good.
He played himself on that one.
Mm.
Oh, they got a Dudley's tag team title? I didn't even know they made a Dudley's title.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
That kind of looks like shit, though.
Yeah.
Cause like the strap itself doesn't fit the plates, so it just looks off. I don't know why they do that though. They should make the belts align with the plate that you're using and not try to make a whole new design. That's not the point. The point is, yeah, they used to be tag team champions, so make the belt look like how it used to, but just give it an extra flair to make it the Dudleys. Like, change the color of the strap, maybe. Like, why couldn't the strap just be black and barbed wired?
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, you don't gotta do all this. This is just like extra that's not really necessary. Like, now, if you wanted to put it on like the inside of the belt, okay, that's fine. But like this here is just kind of like the plate don't, the strap don't fit the plate. That's why I don't fuck with these commemorative belts that they do for like the wrestlers and shit, because they be looking trash because they put good plates on wrong straps, and it looks like trash. Like, see how they did the Hogan? Yeah, that's how you would do the Hogan. You put the winged eagle on a strap that's colored up like Hogan's colors, and you keep it at bay. They want to do all the extra shit and that extra shit to the strap, and it looks ugly. Like, wait, where's that Undertaker belt? They had, that shit was ugly as fuck too. Even the Brock Lesnar one is ugly. I don't know. You get it. You get the idea.
Well, this
though,
is
Chad.
like never ending.
Yo, is your man wearing Jankos? Is that probably wearing Jankos?
what it looks like to me. Like, whatever's the point of this, can we just get there? This has been going on a long time.
It's been going on for a minute, man. Your man got Jenkos on. He wearing the Jenkos.
Like, whatever's the point, let's just get there.
Yes. CM Punk out here calling people dipshits now. Come on now. Stay out of my way, CM Punk. this guy.
Oh, please let this be over.
Are we gonna get to some wrestling soon now? I mean,
I know it's crazy. It's not like we're watching a wrestling program or something.
you think? You would think, man. Can we get some wrestling, please? Can we get some wrestling? What do we got going on here? What is this? I just want to see a picture. What is this? And now we got Nakamura. Who's he chasing after now?
I think it's him versus Jey Uso tonight. But
It is Jay. And what for? What are we fighting for?
I don't know. I guess Nakamura's salty because he's not on WrestleMania.
So I'm salty that he's not on WrestleMania.
Who's Meek Mill?
I guess some rapper.
I'm not up to date with all my
Ain't that the guy that they talk
with all my
about? P Diddy might have
rappers.
did some things too. I think that's the guy. It's the guy
Okay.
that Diddy might have done stuff to. Allegedly.
Well,
man.
Allegedly.
But he's gonna be at WrestleMania. Hey, right?
Oh. Good thing. I was worried. I was worried there was gonna be no stars at WrestleMania.
I mean, it's already a kind of, I wouldn't say sad Hall of Fame, but very lackluster in names this time around. Very, it feels like one of the older Hall of Fame deises, but it's 2024. You know.
Yeah, this is a very this to me it's a very bottom of the barrel Hall of Fame. Like this is like a very, very much like we're running out of names Hall of Fame, you know?
Yeah.
Like when Paul Heyman is your headliner, that's kind of sad, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Like we're doing WrestleMania in Philadelphia and like Paul Heyman is like the biggest name they could get because they've already inducted everybody else that's gonna get inducted from ECW. Like they've already inducted all the other big names, or the names are working somewhere else. So Paul Heyman is the best they could do. You know, this is definitely a sad Hall of Fame.
So like what? It's now what? We've literally had about an hour plus of just talking segments and literally one match. Because we're only now in the second hour of Raw. How is that even a thing? We got some old NWA belts here from FanDuel.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Now we got a match finally.
We got a match finally.
Yeah.
Oh, not this Candice LeRae thing.
I didn't say it was a good match. I just said it was a match.
But they want $530 on from FanDuel. But you get 4 payments.
That's not bad.
It's not, but I mean, I've picked up a belt from FanDuel before. They make pretty good belts as well. I got their Andre 87 from them, but it wasn't fucking $500 at the time. No.
Yeah.
Like I said, this classic style right here of like the tag titles, just giving like a fucking like Dudley strap. Like the belt should match. The strap shouldn't be like oddly shaped. She's trying to do skullduggery, but Indy Hartwell's being pussy.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if it's like if it's just me, but Candice LeRae being dressed like the mom from Bluey but acting like a bitch just seems very unnatural.
Candice LeRae being all bad.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Gojira. Wonder what they're discussing.
Fucking truth. Commercials. More commercials. Thank you, commercials.
Mm-hmm. It's like we get 5 minutes of commercials, and then we get like a 30-minute promo, and then we get like a 2-minute match, and then another 5 minutes of commercials.
Yeah, I saw that too. Gojira, they were conspiring in the background over there. Being sneaky.
It's sort of a good play for Drew, right?
Eh,
Like it sort of would be a good move for Drew. Just think about it. Like if Drew aligns with the bloodline and is like, okay, like listen, like night one, I'll make sure that Seth and Cody lose that tag team match. I'll make sure, but then the bloodline has to have my back night two when I face Seth Rollins. Like if I make sure the bloodline wins on night one, the bloodline's got to make sure I win on night two. So it would be it'd be a good play for him.
it's possible. That could happen. Definitely.
Also, Punk's just gonna be on commentary. He's not even gonna be the referee. Lame.
But, oh my goodness. And we're doing all this tag team stuff again. It's like we all know it's gonna be awesome truth. Come on, man. You're not fooling nobody.
Mm-hmm.
It's now a commercial for Chucky and how did Chucky get old?
I forget.
How did the
You know
doll
what?
how did
I
the doll
forget, but I bet.
age? I like Jay Uso talk about my uncle Yoko won the title, and then Hogan came and took it away from him.
I think it's because his body is still like somewhat organic, so it still ages. Like that's how he was able to like reproduce. Even though it's like a doll body, I think that it's like still somewhat like organic.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like I think they explained that like they had to keep transferring his soul into like other dolls to keep him young, but all the dolls are destroyed now, so there's no other body for him to transfer
Wow. DIY and knew they didn't even get an entrance. That's crazy.
to. Ian, it's lame because this is kind of like on commentary. Like he could have been like the referee. Like at least the referee, like have added to the match without actually competing. Like he could have contributed to the match in that way. Whereas just commentary, it's like we were just listening to him talk. Like remember like when Brock Lesnar and Goldberg faced off at WrestleMania 20, and like nobody was excited to see that match, but everybody was excited because Stone Cold Steve Austin was gonna be the special referee. Like they could have did something, like that here where maybe Punk couldn't have competed, but he could have been the referee, and it would have made the match a little more interesting because it could have potentially led to a swerve where maybe like maybe Punk screws Seth out of the title. Like maybe he's the one to kind of screw Seth out of the title, or maybe he does something to Drew. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
But it would have been more interesting than just kind of listening to him talk.
And again, the New Day out here.
I don't know, man. I don't know,
They
man.
ain't been
They
in
need to
matching
do something
attire
with New
for
Day.
a very long time.
Like New Day, like the same old shit is just kind of getting old, you know? Yeah.
They need to do something because it's just like.
Ian, what are you talking? What are you talking about, son? Stone Cold Steve Austin's body is held together with duct tape. What are you talking about? He didn't have a body part in a brace. He has braces on both of his knees permanently. What are you talking about?
What happened? What are we talking about here? Yeah, Stone Cold had 2 braces on.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the shorts for Kofi. Sure, I'm not feeling the shorts. It's sort of a weird look.
You never saw Stone Cold wear the 2 leg braces? He wore 2 leg braces for like a better part of his career, especially the latter half. That was part of the gimmick at a point.
Yeah. 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 Like if Stone Cold could be the special ref in the 2 knee braces, then Punk could be a ref in the 1 arm brace.
I agree with you on that one, man. Oh shit. Buff Carell put out a new video to talk about his channel. I will have to watch that later.
Whoa. The legend.
The legend. The GOAT. Former ELW World Champion, by the way. Never forget. Okay? Never forget. That's crazy. Come on now, all these commercials. I could have turned on some Cobra right now. In fact, what is Cobra doing? we can always derail a little bit on
these
clickbait
commercials are like
to see
never
what
ending.
Cobra's doing. Okay, she's done
Yeah.
cleaning. She's done. I guess she stopped streaming because she was cleaning the house earlier. I don't think she live now. She, like I said, she was over there cleaning the house, man.
She's just kind of cleaning her new place.
She trying to ingratiate herself up in that bitch. I guess she figured, hey man,
She's getting ready for her big move.
Man, Cole, son. She gonna be living. Yo, oh, did I tell you about she was doing a stream the other day where she was just walking the streets of Casper late at night? Like, she just walking.
What happened?
She was saying that she had to get her internet turned back on for her phone so she can, I guess, stream on her phone. And then she was just walking the streets like late at night in Casper, and then her chat was sitting there telling her that she graped Cobra, and she was like, I didn't grape Cobra. You guys are being regarded. I didn't grape him. And then she's like, I'm leaving. And then she got off the stream. But she was just walking around and walking late night through Casper. That shit looks sad, bro. She belonged to the streets.
Yeah.
The truth is stupid. He's like, go to commercial. He's like, I'm on commentary. He'll go to commercial. Judgment Day over here cleaning house right now, beat up everybody. Oh, we caught him right in the gut too. That coup de grace right in the gut.
Mm-hmm.
So far it's already New Day, DIY, and Awesome Truth with Judgment Day, and then we gotta pick 2 more teams from SmackDown.
Yeah. So it's gonna be the winner of the Legato and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne match, and then the winner of Street Profits and Austin Theory and the other guy, Grayson Waller.
All this just for the Awesome Truth to win the tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happens, I just hope we get new belts eventually. Oh, Andrade versus Giovanni Vinci? Okay.
Well, I wonder who's gonna win this match.
You know what? I would say the same, but you know what? At least it's something different. It's something new.
Yeah.
Plus, Giovanni Vinci's good in the ring, so you would think on paper him and Andrade should at least have a decent, competent match, even though Andrade is probably gonna win.
It depends, right? Like, do they want this to be Okay, so originally it was supposed to be Andrade versus Ivar, and then Ivar wasn't medically cleared, so it got changed to Giovanni Vinci.
I like Dustin
I don't know,
Rhodes'
I don't know, Gojira.
online response to The Rock, and it's like, fuck The Rock.
Gojira, Money in the Bank kind of died for me when Austin Theory cashed in on the U.S. title. When Austin Theory cashed in on the United States title, that's the day that Money in the Bank died.
Well, that's why fucking Damien needs to fuck over either McIntyre or Rollins come WrestleMania. That's what needs to happen. Like honestly, it's it's the best opportunity. It's like, look here, either he goes off and just wastes the briefcase, or whoever wins that match, it doesn't matter who walks away with the win, because they're gonna get fucked over by Damian Priest. That's what needs to happen. Whether it be Rollins retaining or McIntyre winning the world title for the first time, he's gonna get fucked over by Damian Priest.
Yeah, because again, I feel like we say,
and that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like we say it every week, but like his proverbial clock is ticking. Like he's gotta make a move soon, or else his time is gonna run out.
Or if you want to be an ultimate Grinch, you let Cody finish his story, and then you fuck him over and give it to Damian. Like, you still have options. But either way, at least with the world title, I would say he definitely needs to be cashing that shit in at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let him lose the tag titles, the Truth and Miz, and then he cashes in to get that world title. That way you can start the weave the seeds of like breaking up the Judgment Day. Even though, like I said, I could see Rhea Ripley retaining. Honestly, I could see Rhea retaining. Like if a women's title is gonna change heads at Mania, it's gonna be Io dropping the Bayley.
You think so?
Yeah. Bayley will beat Io, but I could see Rhea retaining and beating fucking Becky. Becky don't gotta win everything. Like I said, Becky the man is over, but I think Rhea's right up there with her. Right up there with her.
Mm-hmm.
If not possibly getting bigger, because like I said, Rhea be having the internet out here thirsty. Okay, she be having the internet out here thirsty. Ain't nobody thirsting like that for Becky. They out there thirsty. They like it when she trolls these motherfuckers out here, bro. They thirsty. Like I said, like we talked about earlier, that video clip with her doing the stink face to Nia and then Shayna trying to get a piece is going pretty viral right now. Like I said, they thirsty out here for them cheeks, for mommy.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person in the world that's not thirsting for Rhea Ripley.
I mean, she nice and all, but I ain't thirsting for her. That's for damn sure.
I don't know. She just doesn't do it for me. She just doesn't do it for me.
Hey, not everybody's cup of tea, but like I said, for a lot of people on the internet, like I said, they out there being real thirsty and they're not hiding it.
It's too many tattoos.
And on top of that, she has a bigger fan base because she leans into the memes and all that shit. She feeds into that shit, so it's like it gives her that more of an appeal because she knows she's in on it. You know, yeah, I know y'all out here looking at my butt. I know you looking at my cheeks. I'm gonna show you the cake. You know what I'm saying? You know you can't have the cake, but you can look at the cake. You just can't taste the cake. You can't touch the cake.
Yeah, I don't care how prestigious the Intercontinental title is. If you have a guaranteed title shot at the world title, cashing in, settling for anything less is stupid. I don't care how prestigious the Intercontinental title is right now. it's still the mid card title. It'll never be the world title. I don't care how prestigious it is. Why would you ever waste your time cashing in on a mid card title if you have a guaranteed opportunity at a world title, especially for somebody like Damian Priest, who he might never get a world title shot again? Settling for anything less than the world title would be silly. I don't think it's a question of how prestigious. I don't think it's a question of how elevated is the Intercontinental title. It's a fact of the world title will always be the world title. Like if you have a guaranteed shot at that, why would you settle for anything less? Again, especially for someone like a Damian Priest, who this might be the only way he ever gets a shot at the world title.
I see we skipping a lot of ring entrances here tonight, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
We
I
got
don't know.
Giovanni, we got Andrade in the ring, and they skipped both men's entrance to. Well, they gave Andrade a little bit at the end, but they basically skipped everything else.
Especially Andrade, like he just got back. Like Andrade just got back.
Well, like I said, they gave him the tail end where they hard camered on him taking his mask off and he got his name introduced. But as far as like coming down the aisle, all that got skipped. Like I said, Giovanni was already in the ring.
I wonder if it's that CM Punk promo. Like, I wonder if that ate up too much time, because it did feel like that promo was going on for a long time.
So they figure, just cut the intros and we'll start with the match mid-match. All right, Andrade going up. Breast rope. Moonsault. Oh, connects. Off the deadliest rope, too. But like I said, hashtag WWE Junior Heavyweight title. Get that. Mm-hmm. Let's get that popping off. WWE Junior Heavyweight title. Like I said, we'll wash away the stigma that was the cruiserweights. We don't gotta call them light heavyweights. We'll just say junior heavyweight. There's nothing wrong with a junior heavyweight title. Let's get that popping. Hashtag. Like I said, there's a lot of little mid card guys that could get some play if they had a little junior heavyweight championship to fight for. And then, like I said, they can still compete for the other belts. Don't just pigeonhole them to that division, but just make sure to let it known, like, hey, this is still out here for you little men's in case you want to get in on the IC or US type shit, or you move up to the main events maybe. But there's always that junior heavyweight. Or you could do like how New Japan do it, how some dudes who might be junior heavyweights and then they move up to like the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's why it's just a junior heavyweight. There's no real Pacific weight division attached to it. It's just like, okay, you're perceived as a smaller guy, so we'll just say you're a junior heavyweight. Because let's be real, how much more weight did Kenny Omega put on when he went from the junior heavyweight to the heavyweight division? Like, be honest. Same thing for Will Ospreay. How much more weight did he really put on?
Yeah, not that much.
Not that much, but like, is it that noticeable from when he was a junior heavyweight to a heavyweight? Not really. Not really. But you can say that for like a lot of people. Like, a lot of dudes did that in New Japan, where it's like, I was a junior heavyweight and I'm a heavyweight. But it's like, how much have you changed from when you went from a junior to a heavyweight? Not much. It's just kind of a title. Like, it's almost like saying, like, you're a heavyweight, but this is the proving ground to see if you're ready for the bigger belt. We give you a smaller version of this belt to see if you're ready for the bigger version. can you get people's eyes on this division with the smaller version of our bigger belts? That's like I said, just name it juniors. That way, people ain't caught on the stigma of like weight. And like I said, you call it junior heavyweights, that still makes them seem like big men. They just kind of little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you throw in light or cruiser, then you're already associating them with smaller people, and they always gotta be smaller people. Whereas, like, if we call them junior heavyweights, it's like, okay, so you're not light, and you're not a cruiser. You're not even like a middleweight. You're still considered a heavyweight. So you just might be smaller heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can play with that. I mean, if anyone in the chat disagrees or thinks like add on or make it better, yeah, I'm always here. I'm always listening. Because then you can even transition it to the same thing what they did with their tag. If you wanted to separate the titles, you could have the heavyweight tag team titles and then the junior heavyweights.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Well, that way you don't lessen the title, but you don't relegate it to only specific type of people. It's just kind of insinuated, but not much. Because, like I said, it's the same way of saying, like, hey, you could put that light heavyweight title in New Japan on Seth Rollins, but then also put the IWGP heavyweight. And it's the same thing of, like, has his body changed? Has he progressively got bigger? Or we just moved him up the card more? And we put him in the junior heavyweight division to see how well can he carry this division. Will he put eyes on people wanting to watch this junior heavyweight match, even though we have a heavyweight match in the card? You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. It's just more of a proving grounds type title, with the illusion of being a almost lesser title. I know, just a thought. I know. It's a bit of a ramble and tangent, but it is what it is.
You're right though. You're right.
Oh, big clothesline from Giovanni. Like even Giovanni was considered a cruiserweight at one point. Now look at him. I mean, sure, he did put on a little more weight though, but
he was in the first Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
Or I guess the only Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, Mr. Fabian Eichner here. Oh, and already match over.
Switching gears for just a minute. So we know that the Motor City Machine Guns are about to become free agents, correct?
Yeah.
So AEW has this tag team title tournament, and there's two mystery slots. Is it safe to assume that the Motor City Machine Guns occupy one of those mystery slots?
Yeah, I mean it's possible. Unless they got a dream to go to the E, but I don't see that happening. I would think the E would kind of look at them as kind of past their prime, but yeah, AEW definitely take them in.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I don't see them having like mass appeal for WWE, because one, they're a tag team. WWE doesn't really give a shit about tag teams. Two, they're smaller guys, which we already know WWE not that interested in. And then you just kind of said it best. The guns are very well seasoned. Like they're not in their 20s, you know.
Yeah.
Like again, I'm not saying it couldn't happen. But
I mean, which technically they kind of did already when they put the time machines in NXT. So they've kind of already cheated with that in a way. So, like I said, if it's something they didn't
Yeah,
pursue further when they had Kushida and Shelly, I don't think they're gonna care that much for him and Saban.
exactly. Yeah.
But but like I said, AEW for sure. They would definitely take the machine guns.
Yeah, like it seems almost to me like again they got like two mystery slots. It seems like almost
'Cause like I said, the machine guns are still, even though they're more TNA product, they're also an indie product as well. So, and we know AEW is all
yeah.
about the indie crowd. So, machine guns would definitely be.
Like,
If I had to bet money, I would definitely bet that one of those teams would be the machine guns.
yeah.
Now, if one of the machine guns, who would you say would be the other team?
Hmm.
Or,
I wonder I wonder
or if you could pick someone, what team would you put in there?
okay. I would say my pick and this would be my pick to win the entire tournament, but there would be like a bit of an asterisk. I would say the Hardys. Like I think the Hardys are being kind of criminally underutilized right now. But it's hard to say because it's Matt Hardy, his contract is about to expire and it kind of doesn't seem like he's really interested in re-signing. Like it seems like everything I'm reading is the Hardys want to get fired so they could go back to WWE.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
shit.
apparently they want to go back to WWE so they could be in that ladder match.
Oh, they want to make another surprise appearance like they did last time.
Yeah,
I would
but I
I would safe bet say it would definitely get a good pop too again.
but but I think the problem is I think Jeff's still got a couple years on his contract. So I think Matt's contract is going to expire, but Jeff still has a couple years. So unless they willingly let Jeff Hardy go, I like he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
And Tony can't be that dumb to let people go and put them right back in the hands of fucking WWE. He can't be that dumb.
Yeah, for sure.
But then again,
Especially not like a Jeff Hardy. Like I think Jeff is still I wouldn't really say he's a draw, but I think Jeff still has enough name value that I think Tony Khan would want to keep him around. Like maybe like Matt Hardy because again like I've said it before like Matt without Jeff is almost nothing.
yeah, he was hot for like 1 minute, and like I said, there was a brief period that he was the talk of the town. But like I said, that shit only had certain that it only had much leg. You know what I mean to stand on. Like the broken Matt
Uh,
Hardy
uh,
thing can only go so far. So it ran its course. And yeah, he was popular at the time, but like I said, it only lasted for so long. It wasn't gonna go. Once it got to WWE, it was already a former version of itself, and then when it got to AEW, it wasn't even the same.
like did you ever see that like Dragon Ball Z meme where it's like it's like Z fighters at 100% and it's like a picture like of all the like Z fighters and then it's like Z fighters at 99% and it's just Goku. Like it's almost like it's almost like that like the Hardy Boys at 100% it's both of them and then 99% like it's just Jeff Hardy because without Jeff Matt is almost nothing without Jeff. Like I hate to say it, but in terms of drawing power, like Jeff is the star of that team. Jeff is the draw of that team. Like without Jeff, Matt is not a draw. I don't believe he is. Like you said, I think the broken Matt Hardy, I think it had its time, but yeah, like I don't know. I would like to see. I
Oh
still think the
my
Hardys could
God.
potentially have one. I still think the Hardys could potentially have one good tag team run.
We're getting another talking segment with Rhea Ripley now and Dominic. Are we for real? Another talking segment. Yes. Plus, Becky won her title shot by Elimination Chamber. She can lose WrestleMania. Barely won the Rumble. She can win it.
Yeah, absolutely, she could lose it.
Like I said, honestly, like I said, Becky really doesn't need the world title. And like I said, Rhea is over as fuck. Why take the belt off of her right now?
You know, the thing Gojira with a broken nose is they'll just kind of throw on one of those face shields and call it a day. Like like Pac wrestled for like a month with like a broken nose. He wrestled for like a month wearing that face shield. They could
Yeah.
just give Jeff Hardy one of those and call it a day.
Plus, don't forget Cody Rhodes, Undertaker, Sheamus recently.
Trish Stratus.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Trish Stratus at one
a lot of
point.
people have rocked the
They'll
gimmick
just
of the face mask for a
they'll fix
while.
him up with one of those.
Yeah. He'll be right as rain. He'll be right as rain.
Like how long was Brian Danielson wrestling in an eye patch?
How long was John
Like he was
Moxley
wrestling
wrestling in
in
an
an
eye
eye patch because
patch?
his eye socket was broken.
Hell, how long was Moxley wrestling with the eye patch on? Right? So gimmicks is gimmicks.
Yep. Yep, there you go. Hmm.
Let Dominic get all the heat, baby.
What is going on with Raw? Why is Raw so shitty lately? Like, damn. It's like promo after promo after promo.
I don't get it, man. I don't get why it's just like over and over and over and over. Promo. Cause like I said, if you really think, I think we had what? The that women's match that went by really quick. The tag team match that got interrupted by the Judgment Day. And the first match we had, Ricochet and JD McDonough. So 3 matches and like what, 4 segments now? What we had the Punk segment, the Rock and Cody segment. Now we got the Rhea Becky
Yeah.
segment. And these are eating up like half the program right now.
Now this.
Like we got this now. So how long is this gonna take? It's already 9
Yeah,
o'clock
but
now. It's
also
already 9 o'clock now, so we got an hour left of Raw. And we
yeah, but
literally had like 3 matches.
also that CM Punk promo went on for like a half hour almost.
Well, like I said,
Like
it's already
there
now in the
wasn't any
final
matches
hour. We're
tonight.
already in the final hour.
Yep.
And we've only had like actual 3 matches, and one was a little quickie with the women's, just to further heal Candice LeRae, and the other one was just kind of set up more of the Awesome Truth and the Judgment Day.
Yeah, that Candice LeRae barely counts as a match.
Yeah,
That
it was
barely
literally
counts
a
as
quick
a
little
match.
thing just to kind of reaffirm that hey, Candice LeRae's being kind of bad now, and Indy's having issues with it. She's playing dirty.
Yeah. Ah man, Gojira, you know what's a good way to build momentum? Have Becky wrestle and win matches instead of just yapping all the time.
But a champion.
Like I don't know how some of y'all are like WWE is like peak professional wrestling, like oh like WWE is like the mecca. This is boring, man. Like this shit is like boring.
Like, listen, this is the shit that, like, I don't know if Ian's still in the chat. Like, this is the thing we keep saying, man. Like, I criticize AEW for their fuck ups, and I always criticize WWE because, like, this right here, we now done like a 2 hour show and literally got like 2.5 matches. And I'm not even saying the half match was the Candice match, because that at least had a finish. The tag match didn't finish. So you got 2.5 matches. 2.5 matches. And the rest
And
of
then
the show has
even
been nothing but promos. I get it. We got to sell WrestleMania. But can't we sell WrestleMania by having a match that's related tangentially to whatever's going to go down at WrestleMania? Why not have a match where Rhea and Dominic have a match with, like, Becky and a male partner of her fucking choosing? Whoever's feuding with Dominic, I don't know. Could have been Truth. Could have been Miz. Could have picked one of them. You could have picked a plethora of dudes. But it's more tangented to. Look, I'd rather have a match that tells a story of why we're having this match, because they're so ready for Mania that they can't keep their hands off each other right now, so they needed a reason just to fight. Get momentum. Mind games, Michael. Mind games. Mind games. Why we gotta mind games do promo? Why we gotta mind games do promo? Motherfucking mind game through the match. You beat somebody in a tag match and you know you got a title match. Hey, mind games. I just beat you in a non-title competition. I now got a little momentum on my side because I know I can beat you in a tag. That means, hey, maybe I can beat you in a singles. Mind games all told in a match. Not a promo, match. Instead, we sit here and do all these things. She over here, Becky, about to start crying and shit. Like, what is this? Like, what is this, man? Why?
Wow, Becky looks rough. Becky
look,
looks rough. I don't know what's going on with her.
Whoever did her makeup, the makeup right now is looking real thick.
She looks like she's addicted to crystal meth.
Her face is looking like she's kind of wearing a skin mask, to be honest, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like this shit is boring, man. Like this shit is boring. It's just people yapping. It's just 3 hours of people shooting their mouth off and then very minimal wrestling, and then even the Andrade and Giovanni Vinci match, even that was barely a match because that was almost like
I almost forgot. My bad.
Squash match.
3.5 matches, because I forgot about that one that happened so quickly.
Like the only real match we've had tonight that had real competition was the Ricochet JD McDonough match.
And now they're fighting in a little brouhaha brawl, but it's like, I could have had a brouhaha match.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So 3.5 matches in 2 hours.
Yeah, they're fighting, but I want to see wrestling. I want to see wrestling. I thought we're watching pro wrestling.
Like, again, I know you're trying to sell anticipation for the match and we need clips to make for highlight montages to sell the match. I get it. I get that. But you could have also did that just having a good old-fashioned match. You could have had highlights of
But
matches.
also, this is what social media is for.
Yeah.
This what social media is for.
Yeah, you have a match, a tag, a mixed tag, a handicap, or something. Triple threat. I don't know. See, this is why ELW, we do it better. We know how to make book matches, man. You know, we give the people the sports with their entertainment. You know, not all the fluff. Now we got this again with Sami Zayn and Shaq Gable. He's being Coach Gable. What if Chad Gable screws Sami Zayn at WrestleMania?
Oh, I was kind of thinking about that.
That way Gunther continues to be champion. We get heel Chad Gable. He leaves Alpha Academy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point we'll give the title to maybe like give it to Sami Zayn, maybe like beat Gunther at a Backlash. But then transition with him in a feud with Gable, then eventually putting the Intercontinental title on Chad Gable. Maybe get it, maybe run it all the way to SummerSlam at least. But Gable should be Intercontinental champion though. How's that sound for booking?
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Because what you'll do here is you'll have that opportunity for like Gunther to try to get his rematch. But then at the same time, you're now building up to Gable's like, nah, my turn. And I'm gonna get this shot. You know what I'm saying? And because he's now more heel Gable, but not heel clown Gable, he'll be more methodical and be like, you know, he'll find ways to get himself in the picture.
Yeah. You know what? I agree with you, Gojira. I totally agree. I think, you know, you could kind of like keep them apart by not having them face each other, save it for Mania, but then there's still other stuff you could do that's not just them talking. Like you could do like they did it with Swerve and Hangman, like make it where okay, 1 week Becky's gonna pick Rhea's opponent, and then the next week Rhea's gonna pick Becky's opponent. Like, you could do stuff like that, or if you want to have them cutting promos on each other, like, again, that's kind of why social media exists. Like, social media exists for that purpose. Like, fucking tell Rhea, like, hey, we need you to make an Instagram story where you're talking some hot shit on Becky, and then Becky is gonna make an Instagram story where she's responding to Rhea. Like, that's what social media exists for. And if you want to keep them apart, if you don't want to have them fighting each other, that's fine.
Nah, but
Then
that's when you
do
take
like a
that.
pick
But
your
see, with
poison
that,
thing.
you take that social media, you show the highlights of that on Raw, but we transition to this is why we're wrestling tonight. This is why we're wrestling tonight.
Yeah.
And like I said, if we don't want them to have the one-on-one until Mania, then we have a mixed tag, or we do this, or we do something where it's whatever, but there needs to be a reason for them to be wrestling that's building more story towards Mania, building more hype, in-ring mind games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone gets momentum. And then you have that, can this person get back the win after losing in like non-title, or can the challenger come back from taking L's, or whatever however you want to tell it, but tell it in the ring with matches, not promos.
Or like, maybe the Rhea Becky promo would not be quite so unbearable if we didn't just sit through a painfully long CM Punk promo, and then before that we had a promo with Cody and The Rock. Maybe the Rhea Becky wouldn't be so
Well,
bad if there wasn't so many other ones.
Well, here's the problem with that as well. They had to do that because WrestleMania is in 2 weeks. For the past couple of weeks, they were still finishing the whole Becky, Nia, Liv Morgan shit, so they haven't had time to build her and Rhea really. So we had to get this little thing here, even though you would have think to save this brawl for the go home show. But again, we had to build more anticipation because they haven't been doing that much interaction because Becky was off doing shit with Nia Jax for the past like 3+ weeks.
Yeah.
And then we shoot her on Liv Morgan into that mix. So we were doing all that when we should have been building more between her and Rhea. But they didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But they coulda. They coulda had matches. Coulda had a bunch of matches, chat.
Yeah.
All right, we got a match. Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn. By the way, what's the main event here tonight?
I think it's Jey Uso and Shinsuke.
Really? Okay. So then, I don't see this match going too longer than like 10 minutes, or more. No more than 10 minutes.
No.
I like how like motherfucking Pat McAfee be out here saying shit he shouldn't be saying, and then like you could tell like Cole be like, "Yo, like shut the fuck up, son." Like I like that they were showing the picture of Rhea Ripley sitting next to Buddy Murphy. He's like, "Who's that she's with?" And Cole's like, and he's trying to move on and shit. Taking out Bronson Reed with a nice tope. Plancha.
Oh, nice.
And then the garlic bread too. Some garlic bread and some. Actually, I didn't even make spaghetti. I made the linguine and the meatballs. Linguine and meatballs with some garlic bread for dinner. Delicious. It's a nice, spicy.
You gotta have the garlic bread.
Of course, I gotta have a garlic bread. And I gotta get
If
the
you have
Parmesan.
pasta, yeah, like if you have pasta without garlic bread, then you're fucking up.
So yes. So yeah. Even though it's not spaghetti and friends, I always have spaghetti when I think about my friends.
Mm.
Spaghetti will always live. It be a part of me. I try to eat spaghetti at least once in a while. I had to cut back for a while, to be honest with you, bro. I used to do it out of convenience because, like, at the time, the job I had, it was like I'll make this like a big pot and like I'll have food when I get off of work and shit like that. And then like at the time, it was like, okay, I get off of work and I have the spaghetti, and those were the nights we were doing the show. So like, yeah, that's what I was having to eat that week. Like I would make spaghetti every like Friday. Because then I would have leftovers and whatnot for work during like the weekends and shit when I worked.
Yeah, that's nice. I like leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I'm trying to cut back on the carbs a little bit.
Well, it wasn't even a thing of cutting back on. It wasn't even a thing of cutting back on the carbs. It just got to a point where it's like I had changed jobs and I didn't really have a need to do so. And then it was just like I just got tired of making spaghetti for a while. So
I don't eat nearly as much pasta as I used to. But every once in a while.
But like I said, spaghetti and friends always lives on. Somewhere out there, someone's eating a bowl of pasta when we do this show.
Yeah.
And they're probably eating it with their friends.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's a good like explanation as to why like that name exists. Because a lot of people, we got a lot of new people, and we kind of been doing this for like a long time. So a lot of people they weren't here in the early days. Like they came in like more recently, and they might not like understand why they might not understand the name, but there you go. Like that's a perfect explanation of why the name exists.
Yeah, and if you what we say, what are we talking about? I mean this. Spaghetti and friend. Do I have a photo for that? I don't think I have a photo for that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Spaghetti and Friends. That's the show we do on Friday nights, if you didn't know. We talk toys, pop culture, with our homeboy, Candy Corn Jimmy, manager of the North American Thick Boys, who will be in action April 4th at Bound for Bankruptcy in Las Vegas, Matt. Las Vegas. Thick Boys versus the Clussies for the World Tag Team Championship.
It's about to go down.
Ziggy said that the Clussies are getting the belts back. And so we'll see, buddy.
Nah.
We'll see.
Nah. Nobody's getting those belts back.
said, like a buffet, I got it on lock. Be like, yo, don't come with me. Don't come with me to a Chinese buffet. You might not get no dumplings because I'm bodying all of them. So you have to wait for the next round to come through. Be like, yo, what happened to
Well,
all the
I haven't been to
dumplings?
I haven't been to a Chinese buffet in like a minute, but like yeah, I always love buffets.
Well, I went to a
I
buffet a couple.
I take the term all you can eat as like a challenge.
Well, check this out. So, I don't know if I told you this one before. It was about a month or two ago. It was like, yo, I wanted the Chinese buffet, but like I was like, I don't want to eat at the buffet, right? But I was like, I wanted to get like a to-go plate, and I was like, do y'all just do like regular menu? And they just like, nah, you can just get a container and fill your plate, and however much by weight, you charge you for that shit. So I was like, all right, bet, whatever. So I say, give me 2 containers. And I fill up one container with just all different meats and shit. And then like the second one had like rice and lo mein. And like I said, I bodied all they dumplings. That on top of whatever the missus got came out to like $50. Right?
That's not bad.
Not bad at all, but I had enough that like I was eating that shit for like 2.5 days, bro. So I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth. Bro.
I never thought about that. Yeah, because that's the only thing that kind of deters me from going to like the buffet is like I don't want to eat out in public. Like I'd rather just kind of eat in the comfort of my own home.
But yeah, like I said, I got all the ones I wanted to eat, all the essential meats and whatever they got. Put it in one tray, and then the other had like my starches and carb stuff and finger foods, and like I said, whatever the miss, she fixed herself a little plate or whatever. But like I said, I make sure to fill it up enough that it's like, hey, if I'm gonna pay $50 for this, I better get like at least 2 good meals out of this. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, I'll be eating that shit for like 2.5 days. So, like I said, I think I got my money's worth. So I recommend, if you don't want to eat at a buffet, just tell them you want to go shit. And like I said, one tray meat, other half with the other stuff. Like I said, once you get to a point where you feel like the styrofoam about to break, then don't you putting too much now.
That could be disastrous.
Mm-hmm. Like if you can't hold that shit and that shit feel like it about to break, yeah, you might have. Oh, Sammy's ain't lost, son. To Bronson Reed.
I guess this is fitting of that Sami Zayn character, like him being the ultimate underdog, so he's gotta have like no momentum, like he's gotta have zero momentum, just to facilitate that underdog persona.
Bronson busted open though.
Yeah, it got a little color.
But again, that wasn't a long match though. But I'm surprised with the outcome though. But oh my bad, I switched over here to Spaghetti Friends. We over here to CliqBait. There we go. All right, we getting ready for the main event now, huh? About to get woos. About to get it, oos. Oh, Solo. Jimmy. No yeet. No yeet. classic WrestleMania rival, brother versus brother. We had Owen and Brett, we had Matt and Jeff, now we got Jimmy and Jay. Brother versus brother. Oh, shit. We got an advert for Kongzilla. I really don't care to see this film, Matt, to be honest with you. Like, I was thinking about jumping on a boat when it comes out, but I'm like, I'm not even like that interested to jump on a boat to see it.
I don't know. It just looks too corny. It just looks too corny for me. The the scene in the trailer where like they're kind of running beside each other, and then I don't know, man. It just looks too corny to me. Like there's a line in the trailer where it's like, "Oh, Kong can't fight them alone. Oh, don't worry, he won't be alone." I don't know, man. It just looks too corny to me.
Yeah. It's no.
You know, like I don't know. That's just my personal feelings. Like it just kind of looks corny as fuck. And again, like Kong with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Kong with the gauntlet, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna snap away Godzilla. IMAX on lockdown day one. Hey man, do you? I mean, I saw that -1, so I was like, yo, that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I think see like I think it's that's a little bit too like we just got like -1 and that was like a great like Godzilla movie that felt like an old Godzilla movie. So that kind of like scratched my Godzilla itch, you know?
Oh, while we're waiting for Raw to return, this week on the LW mat, we have the third round of the best of the little men's. Winners of A and B block are gonna collide, and the winners of this week's match are gonna punch their ticket to Bound for Bankruptcy, baby. So big things popping on this week's show. Like I said, these little men's want to get the Bound for Bankruptcy because you find yourself in them semifinals. And get to the finals, you might be the first ever world light heavyweight champion, man.
And again, like why would you want to be in the wrestling business and not trying and actively not trying to win a championship?
Exactly. And like I said, these guys they've been going hard. Best of the little men's.
Oh my God, Gojira, I couldn't agree with you more. This whole like football like recap thing is old, son. This shit is outplayed.
Yeah, that I just got done watching that while they're plugging Becky Lynch's book.
Did you see GCW announced some new matches for spring break?
What's that? What they got?
So I guess in a grudge match, almost a decade in the making, Matt Cardona is gonna go one on one with Blue Cane,
Oh yeah, I heard about that with Blue Cane.
and then yeah, and then for the GCW tag team titles, it's gonna be a fatal four way Punjabi prison match.
What? Can
Yeah,
they even do that?
uh, I guess they can.
How?
It's gonna, I don't. It's gonna be it's gonna be violence is forever defending against the Bollywood Boys and Los Mesetos and the Fatus
Okay.
in a fatal four way
I
Punjabi.
look forward to seeing how they do it now with the kind of room that they be having in the arena. Like how you hooking up in a Punjabi prison?
Oh no, I don't know.
All right, so next week we got an 8-man New Day DIY taking on Judgment Day. The Rock will be here with Roman Reigns because it's gonna be in Brooklyn, New York. Gonna be in my backyard, New York City, baby. Whatever, Rock. Like ask Cody Rhodes.
Mhm.
No yeet. 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 It's just me, Oos. Give it up to my man Jay Oos, son. Do your hands up.
Yeah.
It's called the Yeet Dance. I didn't know it was called the Yeet Dance.
I've kind of also never heard that term, but
Apparently, that's what it's called, the Yeet Dance.
okay.
But just your hands up and down. Going. It's just me, Oos. Day one ish. It's just me, Oos. And now I'm getting a commercial for Slumdog John Wick. Slumdog John Wick?
I'm getting a commercial for Bel Air Direct.
And it's called Monkey Man. Well, look up a movie called Monkey Man, Matt. It's basically Slumdog John Wick. And I say it's Slumdog John Wick because it's the guy from the movie Slumdog Millionaire. And now he's John Wick now. So Slumdog John Wick.
I think that's like a Jordan Peele movie.
I don't know, but it's called Monkey Man. And I just saw the commercial over here just now. Monkey Man. Slumdog.
Are you gonna watch it?
I don't know. I don't Probably not. I mean, I didn't give much a I didn't give much a fuck for regular John Wick, so I don't know if I really give a fuck about Slumdog John Wick. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll see it on a boat somewhere out in sea, and I'll say, "Hey, let me get on that boat for a while. See what you got over here, mate. Give me some mead." If the seas aren't rough, maybe I'll hang about for a few. Catch a spell. Anything is possible, Matt.
Yeah, you never know. Like again, Jordan Peele's got he's got a pretty good track record. So even though it's objectively a movie that doesn't look interesting to me,
I mean, even though it is called Monkey Men, and I am all about monkey men, but I mean actual monkeys who are just men and not people
yeah,
who may act like monkeys.
yeah. I like Planet of the Apes Monkey Men.
I like Wukong Monkey Man.
Yeah.
And that's how I would live my life. Monkey Man. Actually, like that monkey dude in the Marvel Assassin Monkey. Like, he's a cool monkey. I would consider him a monkey man. He is a monkey.
Monkey?
Who wears suits and assassinates people. He's a monkey man.
Absolutely.
Gorilla Grodd, Monkey Man. Monkey from Dexter's Laboratory, Monkey Man. That's the whole criteria to be a monkey man, is being a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey Man, Monkey Man, Monkey Man. If you like Monkey Man, hey, let me know in the chat. Or hey, leave a comment if you catch this show later. Leave a comment. Listen, I know we don't really ask for it, but I'd like you guys to leave comments. If you said something on this program, if you watch it later, or even now, leave a comment. Let us know how you feel. If you agree, disagree, if we're just talking out of our ass, I'd like to know. Don't be afraid. Let us know in the comments down below. That'd be awesome. If you like Monkey Man, hey, let me know. Say, yeah, man, I like Monkey Man. I like, new Monkey Man who wear sweet monkey vests and no kung fu.
Gojira, I don't know if I've ever eaten a cheeseburger without mayonnaise on it.
I have. I've eaten cheeseburgers without mayo. But I've usually had some other kind of sauce on it to kind of, substitute. Or, like right now, I got this burger sauce that I put on my burgers. It's pretty good. It's almost like a McDonald's burger sauce. Not quite, but almost. It's pretty good.
Yeah, mayonnaise on a cheeseburger is great. I like a nice, spicy mayonnaise.
How do you
like
feel
a nice
about
spicy mayo?
How do you feel about mustard though on your burger?
I'm not against it, but usually mustard on a burger is not a go-to for me.
Me neither. And
I'm not against it.
For some reason, it's a thing, but people go, "Oh, no, that's nasty." Mustard, New Yorkers, we don't put mustard on a hamburger. But in many other places, it's it's common practice, and it's ew, gross. Who taught you how to live like this? Yeah. What's wrong with you? Who raised you?
Yeah, usually for a burger, I'll go. It would be either ketchup or mayo or some kind of burger sauce. Mustard, I usually save it for like if I'm having like an Italian sausage on like a bun,
Yeah, like a hot
or
dog or
you know,
something.
like a nice, yeah, or like you know, I like to put mustard on like a bacon sandwich, like that's really good. You know, or like a hot dog, like you said.
Jim Cornette said he don't like mustard.
Yeah, well, Jim Cornette's also horribly racist, so
No, not Jim Cornette the
can't put
human.
you
I'm
can't.
talking about the cat.
Oh, the cat. Okay.
Yeah. Ain't worried about the old man. Talking to the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. The only Cornette, the only Jim Cornette I fuck with is the cat. I don't fuck with the person.
Yeah, the official mascot, our mascot. He came to check in on the main event. He got bored of the promos, so he left. And he's like, "I come back for the main event, boss."
Wow. Wow, who could blame him? I recently bought this. I recently bought this like garlic aioli, and I've been eating that on like my hamburgers, and
Garlic aioli's
that's
pretty
been pretty
decent
good.
too. Honey mustard's good too,
Yeah,
Gojira. That is very acceptable on a hamburger. Uh,
I do like
Ketchup,
honey mustard.
mustard, relish is standard condiments. In what world? In what world?
I'm not a big relish guy.
No, no.
I've never been a
Relish is
big
also
relish
for a
guy.
hot dog. If I wanted pickles, I'll put pickles on my burger. Pickles all day. Ketchup, fine.
Yeah.
Mustard, bleh, get that shit out of here. Not on a burger. And relish, that's put that on the hot dog, sir. I think you got your foods mixed up, man.
I like to dip I like to dip my egg rolls in hot mustard.
Well, I mean that's different. That's an egg roll.
Yeah, egg rolls are good.
But I would never put a mustard on my hamburger. That's just. Like I said, the only mustard I might put on a hamburger is honey mustard. Real fucking talk. Other than that, nah, man. Either ketchup or some sort of barbecue sauce or anything else. I'll put steak sauce on a hamburger if I put fucking mustard on a hamburger.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just again like I'm not against it, but it's just mustard. The only way I would eat mustard on a hamburger is like there would have to be like no other condiment. Like it would have to be the only
Bro,
condiment I had in my house.
I've had a hamburger with peanut butter on it, and it's better than with a mustard. Okay? It was called the Jimmy.
I
It was
had a
called the
hamburger
Jimmy
that
Carter. It was a burger with bacon, egg, and peanut butter. Because apparently President Jimmy Carter ate the burger or something like that, and that shit was good. And it had
I
no
had a
mustard.
hamburger that was stuffed with peanut butter cups.
For real?
Yeah,
How was it?
it's pretty fucking good. Like I'm almost ashamed to say like it was pretty good.
He says,
Like and it had like bacon and like crispy fried onions, and then it was stuffed with like peanut butter cups.
like minis?
Yeah, like mini peanut butter cups.
So like they were melted within the meat?
Yeah, they were like melted in the meat, so like they'd all like melted and just kind of made this like weird sauce that was just like you wouldn't expect it to be good on a burger, but then somehow it was. And then there was peanut butter cups like on top, so it was like you had some stuff, but then you had some on top.
I mean, mustard's good on certain cold sandwiches, depending on the sandwich. Usually, if I fuck with a
Yeah,
cold
I could
sandwich
do.
with mustard, I usually mix that with mayo. It makes kind of a Dijon type spread.
Yeah, like again, I don't do mustard. I don't do mustard on sandwiches very often. except for like a bacon sandwich. Then I'll put like mustard on that. But that's kind of it. Like usually, if I'm having like something with like cold cuts, usually like mayo is kind of my go-to.
Hmm.
Or maybe like a fried bologna sandwich or something. You could maybe put like some mustard on there. Like usually like mustard I would put on like a hot sandwich. I usually don't put mustard on like cold sandwiches, but like on a hot sandwich, yeah, absolutely.
I hear that.
Outside of like a grilled cheese, like like if you're gonna dip your grilled cheese in anything, it's gonna be like ketchup or like tomato soup.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would say tomato soup more than ketchup. I wouldn't. I don't do ketchup on no. If I'm gonna put anything on a grilled cheese other than to like
And yeah,
dipping it
like again, the
in
thing with
tomato
the
soup
mustard on the burger, like I'm not
is
against it, but it's just there's so there.
I'm putting hot sauce on my grilled cheese, Matt. That's what I put on my grilled cheese, hot sauce. You ever put hot sauce on your grilled cheese?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I feel you.
yeah, hot sauce is. That's what I fucks with. What's that to me? All of this. That's a crazy burger right there. That's a crazy burger.
What
Hey man,
is?
that burger you were talking about with the peanut butter cups and all that. Ian sent me a photo of it.
No. Yeah, I mean it's basically just what I described.
And Jay Uso wins with a spear. Even though the bloodline tried to interfere, Cody and Seth came in with the interference to stop the block. Hot sauce on grilled cheese. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, hot sauce on grilled cheese is the shit, baby.
Oh
Hot,
yeah, hot sauce on anything is good.
but it hit different on a grilled cheese though.
I've never tried that, but I'm open minded, so I'll give it a try.
Yeah, you ain't even gotta get no fancy hot sauce. Just like regular, like Frank Red Hots or Tapatio, whatever you got. Like just regular, your basic like hot sauce. And now we got Cody and Jimmy fighting. Solo. Oh, Cody fighting both bloodline members right now, but he already kicked. Oh, hit a Rock now. Oh shit, the Rock here. The Rock
Mm-hmm.
beating up on Cody Rhodes in the back. Oh shit. Rock
The
through his
final boss.
final boss. Oh, with the garbage can. Cody taking a beat down now. Rock giving him the smack down, son.
But before we kind of get out of here, I know we still got like 4 minutes. Uh, Yay or nay on the title changes from Dynamite?
What do you mean? Oh, with Copeland winning the TNT title?
And Okada winning the Continental title.
Oh yeah. The Copeland thing, you know what? Because it was the I Quit match and how it ended was pretty cool. But like I said, I hope his reign doesn't last that long. As far as like Okada winning, it's like, you know what? I feel like Eddie's time with those belts are gonna start coming to an end soon. Because I know at Final Battle he's got Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, and I think he probably drops the title to Mark Briscoe.
So now the fact that Okada has the Continental title now is fine. You know, we broke the Triple Crown up. So
I'm surprised they broke it up so soon, but
I mean, he had it for a while.
no, at this
He had it for a little short period of time.
yeah, it had yeah,
You
like it
could,
had its time. But
Eddie wasn't gonna be sitting there holding that shit forever. So it's like, fine, put the title on Okada. I guess it's their way of giving him something because they can't put the world title on him right now.
yeah.
Why?
I sort of like the idea of Adam Copeland, like basically like now he's gonna do the Cope Open, but it's gonna be for the TNT title. Like I kind of like the idea of hopefully hopefully they use that to have him drop the title to somebody, maybe somebody like unexpected, you know?
Cody Leakin.
Like
Cody
maybe like
Leakin.
that, like a Brian Keith or something, you know?
Yeah.
Serena Deeb is pissed about The Rock using the final boss. I don't know. Here's my thing on that. First of all, like Serena Deeb was never really the final boss. Like the only the one true final boss in pro wrestling always has been and always will be Meiko Satomura. She kind of carried that moniker for years. So Serena Deeb basically just took that from Meiko Satomura. And then sorry, like if she's kind of pissed off about The Rock using it, The Rock The Rock is The Rock. He can kind of use whatever nickname he wants.
Yeah. I hate to break it to you, Serena Deeb. You ain't The Rock. So
And then again, like Serena Deeb, like she basically took that nickname from Meiko Satomura because Meiko Satomura has had that moniker for years. So she's kind of mad about The Rock kind of taking it from her, but look who she took it from. Yeah, see this I like this. I like this. I don't know if this is the hard way, but like, this is what we need more of in WWE, you know?
yeah.
Like this is what I'm talking about with the blood. Like look how much the blood changes the landscape of this beatdown. Like look how more look like how much more does this beatdown how much more vicious does this beatdown feel because of the blood? How much more violent does this beatdown feel? Like how much more personal does it feel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's why like sometimes you need the blood. Like like when you have horribly dangerous matches and horribly dangerous encounters like this, you the blood really enhances it and sort of changes the feel of it.
Yeah. But with that, Raw is over. And so are we, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everyone for coming out, tuning in, coming to hang out with us tonight. Appreciate everything. Smash that like for yourself. And hey, subscribe if you're not. Or tell a friend about KliqBait Wrestling on Monday nights. Join us back here next week where we'll be doing it all over again. We'll be talking more about WrestleMania card and a whole lot more. So definitely want to tune in for that. Until then, any last words, Matt, before we call it?
Nope, I think I'm good.
All right. Nothing about birds? Oh, I guess they must be real now. Huh? I heard some things. They might be real. They might be dinosaurs, actually.
Birds aren't real.
But they might be dinosaurs.
Hashtag
though.
birds aren't real.
They might be dinosaurs, though. What if they're dinosaurs?
No, they're not. They're not real.
Alright, well. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good evening.
Oh, damn, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
See? Open up your mind now, didn't I? But we'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good night and make sure you always kick out. Thick Boys out.
We all need to work together to build a better life, to make what we feel. We have to make it real. We all need to remember that nothing in this ride comes for free. We have to make it what we want. 'Cause you and me and everybody gotta work it out, think about it. Work it out, talk about it. Work it out, make it happen. Let's work it out. You've got to make it real. 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 We all know that life is harder. It gets harder day by day. We can show that we are trying.